There's a term I came across a few years ago, and it comes from a variety of sources, from Native American healing traditions to activists to mystics, and that term is medicine story. So a medicine story is a story that carries within it some kind of counter theme to balance the more destructive stories that we tend to tell. Stories that say you're not enough, that the world is hopeless, that power wins and violence is unavoidable. And a medicine story doesn't deny those themes, but it meets them and widens the lens to show us another way. The Life of Pi was a medicine story for me. The story of Buddha and Mara, stories that I hear my friends tell about how they navigate this world. And one medicine story that I keep coming back to is the Jesus story. And I don't mean the set of propositions that we're normally given to believe in. That's the opposite of a medicine story. That is about obedience and shame and getting stuck in your head. I'm talking about the tradition of wisdom stories that we tell around the person Jesus. There's a scene I wrote in Meta Valley Gospel where Jesus is studying at a Buddhist monastery, and his teacher, Master Gotami, takes him up to the roof of the monastery to look out over the valley, to show him more perspective than he'd ever see on the ground. And she says, "Consider the elephant. Do you know how it's trained?" And Jesus guesses, "Big sticks?" "Rope," the teacher says. "While an elephant is still young, a rope is placed around her neck, and the other end is staked to the ground. And the young elephant may strain and pull against the rope, but to her, it is unbreakable. And now, as she grows, her trainers will use the same rope to lead her around. And of course, after some time, she could easily snap the rope and be free. But she doesn't. Why?" And Jesus has this moment where he realizes it's because she believes a story that she's not strong enough, that ropes can't be broken. And the teacher says, "Precisely. She is ensnared not by rope, but by perception. Her freedom is only a matter of letting go of that perception. In truth, she's already free. She just doesn't know it yet." And that is the whole point. We've been tied down by these stories. Stories handed to us by our religion, by empire, by family. Stories that tell us that we're small, or that we're sinful, or that we're powerless. But the thing is, ropes are only as real as we make them. In truth, we're already free. The realm of truth, the kingdom of God, is at hand. We only need to let go of these stories of the mind and enter. And that has been so transformative for me. That's one of the reasons I wrote Meta Valley Gospel to begin with. Because the Jesus story, through a different lens, can still be a medicine story that reminds us what is most true. And the truth can set us free.